EX5 fucking tier list, bro. It ain't gonna get no better than this. So we got
Nope.
Spider-Man, we got Car Fight King ready to go. So we got I say we just go down the fucking line, honestly. Like we don't need to be like tier 3 and all
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah. So I got not Merva Loop. I got fucking Lilith Loop up here. Like the mill deck. What y'all thinking?
Is this post ban or this is like nationals?
This is nationals. Thank you. And this is nationals. Thank you. And let me do the disclaimer really quick. This is centered around what has the best shot at either topping or winning Nats. Like that's where we're basing a lot of our information from. So a lot of decks here will be with Garurumon at full power, Anubismon at full power. What else is at full power? That's basically everything that's relevant.
Right? Purple's at full.
Purple's at full power, basically. Purple and blue is at full power, basically. So, Millifaloop, what are y'all thinking?
Well, if we start off with Lilithmon. So Lilithmon has, to me, she's been a deck. She's always been a card where people center around her. She's not a card that necessarily closes out games. She's a resource facilitator. She abuses the memory gauge. She lets you, play an option card, for whatever it is. But she is a really strong kind of like resource card that is a bridge to getting you to your end game. When you look at EX5, Lilithmon does have a reappearance in the form of like being played in early Leviathan lists. It's not necessarily a Lilith loop deck, but it's more like a Lilith value deck. You get value off of playing like X Anybody Protoform. You get value off of playing the new Leviamon option card and things like that. But she just lets you play stuff for less, get memory back, and it's a pretty decent like value resource engine. But yeah, the Levion deck. Obviously, it has the Gabu Guru line to accelerate your drop zone, which lets you play chaos mode. You can get your Leviamon's chaos modes into the trash extremely quickly. Putting Biting Crush, putting the Ultimate Sacrifice, Calling from Darkness into your trash early, then going up into your Lilithmon. I mean, it's actually a really potent deck. But I know I would probably put that around the tier. I would probably put that in 1.5 because I think the Garurumon, and it's probably going to be where most purple decks fall. I think is tier 1.5, just because of that.
I think on the spectrum of purple decks, it's probably on the lower end. So
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's on the lower end. It's on the lower end of purple decks for sure. You could probably put it in tier 2, like a tier 2 playable, because there are hands where you can really clunk it up with your 8-drop option cards, and if you don't draw into your engine. So yeah, I'll put it in tier 2 playable, but it's still a really good deck if you see your low end.
What do you think, Spider-Man? You agree? Oh, is he dead?
He may have died.
Spider-Man, you dead, man? Oh, he's muted right now. Fuck it. All right, man. We're going to keep it rocking. Hope everything's all right. So we're going to move on. And we're just going to handle what we got here. Billstar easily highly competitive right now.
I would put her in highly competitive.
100%. The speed that she gets from that Garurumon stuff is just insane.
The Garurumon stuff is so good. I mean, think about it this way, right? What it kind of gives you, it literally speeds up what Beelstar's mechanic was, and what I enjoyed with when I talked to regional with it. It was just during that format, the deck was a lot faster. In this format with EX5 with the Garurumon engine, the deck kind of returns to that speed adjusted for this format.
Exactly.
You have the Garurumon engine, great, but but the thing about Beelstar is expert at being able to play floodgates. Playing the Gazimon is extremely important because, like, let's say Lugamon is probably going to be a popular deck that a lot of people are going to play. Gazimon shuts Lugamon out. Lugamon's outs is if they play Pummel, Pummel or something, Pummel Whack, maybe. But otherwise, a lot of times they're going to have to either hard play or blow up or use one of their stacks going into Hellugermon to try and reset that part of the board. But by then, they're giving up a lot of card economy. Though it's counted as setup, they're giving up attacks and a lot of card economy to get a floodgate off of the board so that they can do their memory combos for their OTK. However, you can easily bring back the Gazimon. Same thing with like Psychmon. You can't reduce play cost. That takes care of decks that want to use Death Xmon because that's still a thing. And other stuff. So the floodgates, I think the floodgates are really good. The Garurumon engine is fantastic. Access to Shine Greymon Rune Mode, great. And then obviously just the mix of blue and purple removal cards. I know some people play Howling Crusher, some don't. It is what it is with that. But Fly Bullet, Rivals Barrage, Happy Bullet, Cositis Breath. But the best thing is that now that we have access to more of a blue engine, I know Japan wasn't on this card, but whatever that memory boost was that we got with the Gabuma set that lets you strip to and freeze something.
Howling is stupid.
Howling memory boost is an option, and Beelstar can easily and effectively play Ice Wall, so that adds to her ability to it just adds to her ability to make sure that you can control the board and stave off damage. Because a lot of times, it's like, it's not security control. She's just, I would say she's more like a mid to late value.
It's a mid-range deck. It's more of a mid-range.
Yeah, it's a mid-range control deck, right?
Man, Spider-Man earlier today played fucking Magnamon Ace in it, and that threw me through such of a fucking loop, bro. Like, and Heaven's Judgment, because Heaven's Judgment is a 7 cost. It's just Beelstar has access to so much.
Spicy.
Man. It was.
I told you it was spicy.
Yeah, it's really good, and I think that the blue package has always been great for Beelstar, but now with EX5, it's even better. So yeah, I'll put her in highly competitive.
100%. So how y'all feeling about Yellow Vaccine?
Yellow Vac, I would put that in competitive.
Yeah, it kind of took a hit, man.
It's strong. The problem is it doesn't have a consistent way to win. Sharafi really isn't a good way to win because most of the time you're digivolving on top of like Magna Ace. And with Sector +2, you're more likely to run into bombs and security or stronger Digimon if you don't give it the stack jamming.
Yeah.
So I feel like until like Yellow Vaccine kind of has it like this clear, I win on this turn kind of play. It really just needs like support. It's really good at control for like mid range. It just has a tough time finishing out games for what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. Which is terrible because like finishing out games is something that like hybrids gave it. You know what I mean? Because Yellow struggled back then to kind of have like a boss monster. Right? So that's why you had like, I'm gonna just spam out a bunch of tamers and then set up my board to gain a bunch of memory and then swing all your security away.
They got hit with an ad break.
They got hit with an ad break. That's funny. So I definitely say competitive. And it needs a super rare to help it out a little bit.
I think it's going. I definitely think it's going to get a support, but like, remember, we don't want to make decks broken. We don't want to want them to have support to where they're oppressive, and then things get restricted that may have a domino effect everywhere else. So I think the deck is competitive. It can definitely win, especially if you open up Patamon TK turn 1.
Okay.
Or Creedmon pick up Patamon TK.
I'm telling you, man. How y'all feeling about Davis?
Highly competitive.
Really?
highly competitive? I don't know anything about it, so I'll let you take it. Right?
Well, from what I've been seeing, if you just slam down a level 5, like the first like turn, and just set up your raising, and then like set up for the next turn, your opponent really can't stop. Most of the time, they're either going to set up or search for the setup, and then if they try to swing with the rookie the next turn, you ace them.
That is true. That is true. That is a good point. I was feeling a little bit like it was leaning more to competitive because sometimes I feel like Davis could be a little slow when you don't see like the perfect.
I will chalk that up to
skill issue.
Literally a skill
issue.
I think the boss monster Fang Longmon is literally something that it's like it's hard to break through that because I think it's immune to like all your opponent's effects.
Yeah,
right?
You can't touch that motherfucker, dude. He's just
so it's like literally Delphamon. And when you swing, TJ didn't notice that you could apply the negative 4K multiple times.
Yeah, I thought that card was mid as hell. I was like, okay, I swing on negative 4K. And then Spider-Man being a delightful gen he was, didn't tell me till after testing that I could proc that joint like up to 4 times.
Yeah, the misplace doesn't affect me.
Oh, of course. No, I'm not upset. I'm just saying.
Oh no, that's just how we roll. If they misplay, I'll let you know after the fact where you went wrong. But I'm not gonna tell you why you beating my ass.
And then it's fucked up because the on play does the exact same thing as the win attacking. And it's not once per turn. So it's really good. And you're like, oh, how am I going to get it down if it's like a 15 play cost? There's an option that lets you cheat it out a little bit more.
Analog youth.
Win rate 60% is still a good card that nobody uses. Like, I know space is tight, but win rate, it fills up your trash for Fang Long.
Oh yeah, make sure you get your copies of Analog Youth. That's like the next poster child for cards that might get abused.
Yeah, Analog Youth is like one of the
abused and then banned.
If they hit Analog Youth, Purple was gonna cry. That's like their best fucking tamer.
It is.
You ain't wrong.
What about Digipolice?
Competitive.
Yeah, definitely competitive for sure.
I think it's on the top end of competitive, honestly.
I don't see it being yellow vaccine because you can just play Venusmon and you can just shut down like that.
That's true.
That's fair. So maybe a little bit behind. Maybe yellow vaccine is like.
I think the reason why D-Brigade just can't get that edge is because they always have to wait that one turn before they kill you. Hang on,
Spider-Man. Kaze, you're gonna have to let Lapless Demon go, bro. You can't tuck Lapless Demon and everything. You gotta let her go, alright? Just let her move on from Lapless Demon, man. I know you guys had some good times last summer, but you gotta just let her go, man. You gotta let her go off to college, bro. Let her move on with her life, bro. Oh, you moved on to Trident Arm, right?
Trident Arm?
You dumped Lapless Demon for Trident Arm, I bet.
Yeah, if he's going to Digivolve, then mess you up.
Sorry to cut you off, man.
I just think it just doesn't. D-Brigade always has to wait that one turn before you kill you, and if you play against D-Brigade enough, you know that when that one turn comes up, because they'll have to just start prepping the Cargo Dramon to Brigade Dramon, and then they'll just wall you out for a turn and then swing. But if you like Crimson Blaze them or Death X them, you pretty much can just reverse fire.
I also think that with the whole D-Police stuff, like, I do think it's good. I think it's really cool, really fun. I think they get support in set 15. I could be wrong, but I think they do.
16.
Yeah, they
and 16. Okay. For its current rendition for EX5, I think that you as a player have to make a really hard value decision between digivolving up and building your board with Commandramon, because they do, Commandramon, especially the new one, has a really cool on-play effect and things like that. But sometimes it's better to sit and either rush them down, or you can sit in the back, digivolve up, and get into your boss card. Because the worst thing is you're sitting there trying to play a wide board, but you're not digivolving up into your level 6, and then you have level 5s and level 6s just chunking up your hand, and it's like, well, my board's getting wiped. I keep trying to raise, I keep trying to play stuff out. It's like sometimes you gotta make a decision. Am I gonna get more value from not trying to go wide with calling out my commander mines? Am I gonna get more value out of going tall a little bit, getting to a boss card, and then trying to transition to a wide strategy, or can I go wide? Because I know that my opponent can't really deal with my board and pressure me. So it really, I think it's just a player decision of what gives you more value.
No, definitely, I agree with that because that's what happened at like locals with me. I was playing against somebody who was playing the Digimon Dmvdrakes stuff, and they kept just slamming Commander Mons down and swinging at me. And I'm playing green, and I'm like, well, you can do that. I'm cool with being at like 2 life for a while. I'm gonna just literally build up my board and have 2 Hydras out with a blue. Now what do you want to do? And like, oh, I'm gonna just slam cargo.
Right, and they have a hard time dealing with certain threats that appear on board. So,
yeah. Especially like Death X, man. If you don't got Death X, it's a lot tougher.
Unfortunately, he's not the deepest, but you know. Unfortunately, you got to play those types of cards.
How y'all feeling about Leomon stuff? I'm thinking about keeping it at locals.
I honestly think it's either tier 2 or 1.5, maybe the low end.
Really?
Because I was playing against Saki. Getting rid of their stack actually is kind of toxic because if you get rid of a heavy Leomon, it'll just de-digivolve you and play the heavy Leomon again and do its effect again with Phenomenal. So basically, the deck is trying to say, "Hey, look, I'm a problem if you don't get rid of me, but if you do get rid of me, this is what's going to happen to you." I think, like in our channels, I think Sasika or someone posted like this de-digivolve deck with like 4 heavy Leos, like 4 Gaiomons, and all this other stuff.
Really?
And the whole deck just de-digivolves you on every level, and if you get rid of it, it'll just keep de-digivolving because the Electmon, I'm pretty sure, as an inheritable on deletion de-digivolves.
Yeah, that's true.
So having that stack up 3 times and then heavy Leomon says de-digivolve you, then if you're under a certain threshold, I'll bot deck you. He can just remove your stack while you're removing him.
Can he on play de-digivolve something to the heavy
Yes.
Leo? That's so
yes, it's on play when digivolving.
That's such a
that's pretty good.
So literally, I think Leomon's getting slept on, but it's at least tier 2. I'll put it at that. It has potential.
I'll do you one better. I'll put it behind D-Brigade. How about that?
So
my only reason for wanting, I would prefer it in tier 2 instead of that is because, you know, and people don't like to factor this in, but I don't think it's a deck that you can, when you pair it up against the other competitive decks and the highly competitive decks, that you can box against the best of those players, those decks for 9-10 rounds at a national tournament setting. Obviously, unless you do testing. Plus, I don't think the deck's not going to have the representation. It's probably not. You're probably not going to see it outside of maybe the 5 players that play. I don't doubt the power of the deck. I don't doubt anything about it. I just think that can I box with this deck for 9-10 rounds against the best of the best?
And if you do turn out to be that player that boxed 10 rounds with Lugamon, Levimon, fucking Anubis, Garurumon, you're like the little engine that could, bro. I don't know how the fuck you took Leomon to top 16, but you fucking did it. You did it.
I would like to. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to see.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. So I'll. That's tough. I guess we put it on the top of tier 2. I want to put it in like tier 1.7.
I actually tried playing the deck on the sim. It's actually not that one-dimensional.
Nah, I played it on the sim that one time, bro. Shine tier win. Well, hop on, fucking Jarrett, and we can talk about Shine next if you hop on.
You don't play the game no more.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he plays Grand Blue Archive battle. I don't know, man. I played Leomon. I personally didn't like it. Maybe I built it incorrectly, which is a factor, but like, I don't know.
It's a deck where I feel like you just need to get a bunch of reps on, and really.
really get a feel for it.
It's a deck where it's an undiscovered deck, and it's like a global release deck. Ain't nobody playing it. All right, cool. I got all this room for discovery.
Basically, yeah, not wrong. I say tier 2 playable right now. Yeah, blue source.
Yeah, playable's fine. Playable is always fine.
Yeah, blue source strip. Yeah. This is
tier
weird.
3.
Tier 3.
Yeah.
It just doesn't
do anything.
I don't even think it's because it doesn't do anything. I don't think people tested with it. Like, people messed around with it in blue flare.
The thing about it is that blue source strip's main thing was I need you in front of me to interact with you. There are a lot of decks to just get around it through digicrossing or just coming in and out of play. Fair. Secondly, the way that they dealt with that was like, hey, look, you don't got nothing on board, I have jamming. And Bandai says we're going to limit that. That's the main problem with blue source.
That is true, yeah, that is true. That's fair. Damn. What's the top end for blue source strip? People use Mirage, they use Plesio. Hex is pretty good. There's a couple things you can use.
He says Dianamon
right now. So you got some stuff. But the issue is what Spider-Man said. You need another body out, and by the time they have another body out, you're dead. So it's like, unless you get like really lucky with your security.
If I need my opponent to be doing stuff for my deck, then I personally don't like it, because then I'm not proactive.
Exactly. What they should add is a fucking a delay card that says when your opponent would attack or or Digivolve, you get to strip something or something. That'd be pretty good.
Like a trap card.
Like a trap card. Honestly, like a trap card.
I feel like there's Digimon that already do that, but yeah. But it might be from PG-13. I might be thinking, so I don't know, like swing and strip. No, it's from EX3. EX3, I think.
Yeah, like that Gomamon, not Gomamon. What's the motherfucker? Gekomon and the Shogun Gecko. Yeah, that stuff. Garbage. So, yeah. Ugly.
I'll let y'all take a new list. I'm about to go get some food.
Alright, yeah, highly competitive. We're moving on. Nothing else to say. Is
that Anubis?
Yeah, that's Anubis, yeah. Alright,
cool. Yeah, you can just throw it up there, right in front. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, good to go. Alright, we've seen it on stream. I was fucking up majorly and still putting in work. So it's like, there's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
I've just played 3 times in a row, and I still
because I never played BLs. I just couldn't afford it at the time, and when we got the case and everything, everybody else snapped up all the X antibody builds and all that. So I never got to play brain dead purple deck yet. So I will say Anubis is, you have to think a little bit more with Anubis. I will say that
it's definitely more creative and not. I mean, the reason why Beelzemon was streamlined because it was a product that was available to everybody, and you can pick and have a competitive deck right out of the box. So all of his abilities and everything was streamlined, and they really didn't add too much depth to the deck. I think this one is more of a custom creation, so there's definitely a little bit more depth to it because you are using more of a generic purple card pool instead of a fixed card pool. So yeah, but it's super freaking strong.
It's really good.
It's cracked.
Yeah. Probably the best deck in the game.
I would say, yeah, I'll agree with it. I think that's the best deck in the game. It has to. For right now, EX5, yeah, that is the best deck.
At least one of the 3. But what about how we feeling about Amphi? I think Amphi's at least playable.
What's Amphi?
Amphimon, Jellymon stuff, yeah.
I think it's playable. I think she got enough combination of support to be playable.
Definitely. And it's source strip, so you get rid of those.
Yeah.
Get rid of those Leomon stacks and all that.
Yeah.
Right, how we feeling about Gamma? You keep it at locals or what?
I would keep Gamma at locals.
See, the thing is, it has the tools, but it's just really slow. That's what I've noticed about playing it. Like, you really need to get a tuck chain going. That sounds kind of weird, but you really need to get a good tuck with Gamma to make it a threat. And then the top end isn't that great. Like, I think Sirius popped something and unsuspends. So I would put it definitely at, like, keep it at locals.
Okay.
Alright, how about Armor Rush?
Armor Rush. Armor Rush, I think Armor Rush is, I don't think it's unplayable, but I would just say keep it at locals right now. I think I would wait until the support comes out, I think in 16, before I would take that deck to a highly competitive tournament.
I think it's honestly playable, just because it has the speed from like Ukomon and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's right. It's Ukomon.
But,
I don't know.
Yeah, because we don't lose the Bukamon yet, so.
True.
Yeah, so I think it's playable. What do you think, Spider-Man? You still there? Or no, he went to go get food. Yeah, fuck it. Is it better than Amphi?
Yeah, 4 Bukamons. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, playable's fine.
Playable's cool. I'm gonna put it. I don't think it's boxed with Leomon after what Spider-Man said, so I'm gonna put it like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir,
you can go ahead. I don't see Reaper. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Luca, bro. I forgot about Reaper.
What's up, Luke?
I honestly forgot that was a deck. Man, if you could somehow, well, actually, if they get Gatekeeper out, what does Anubis do?
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah.
All right, Luca.
Okay.
Go win nationals with D Reaper. Go win nationals with D Reaper. Show everybody what I saw, at Otakon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, like. You think
that's all right?
The thing is, Shadow Fan. The thing is, you could say Melga and Black War Gray, but Black War Gray and Melga's gonna make it far, but Black War Gray probably ain't making it that far, bro. Like, everything is just way faster. The amount of setup you got to do with Black War Gray is insane.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like, it just takes so long for Greymon to do anything. To me, anyway. It takes like forever.
Oh yeah, alright, you already put Gambit, keep it in locals.
Yeah. Yep. And then, hey, thanks for the follow, Luca. We appreciate that. And then Luca brought up a good point about D Reaper, and it kind of made me shook a little bit because I'm like, what does Anubis do against D Reaper?
Luca is the best D Reaper player.
Really? Not honestly.
I mean, he did win regions with it.
And like tops Mario's tournaments all the time. All right, okay.
Hey man,
I'm okay. We'll put D Reaper in competitive, right? Let's just say that, man. We'll put D Reaper in competitive. How we feeling about How we feeling about Belfie?
You see that green thing that says untiered? Throw it right over there.
You know what? Better yet, hang on.
Hey, it did top and beat in BT14 finals.
That is true. It did with Ukomon.
What did I miss?
Oh, we're just doing it too.
We're making opinions and we're not letting them be changed by anybody else.
One top.
One top.
Not enough.
It snuck in there. It snuck in there,
bro.
All right. I'll keep it.
That's not bad. It was just bad.
I'll keep it at locals, but if you're feeling high rolly that day, then by all means. I just hate they literally hit the engine of the deck. I mean, okay.
But this is what people have been doing though. This is what people have been doing with the Ukomon, right? They Digivolve the Ukomon, raise outright, hatch another egg, Digivolve it into like Fasco or something, and then they play a Giza and then pop that, and then get the effects going like that.
So Clay, what stops people from just running the Garurumon engine EX5 for Belfast?
Well, that's what I was getting at. Like, are they is that something that they that people are running? Because it's like if you just throw the Gurumon in there, then sure. I mean, I guess you could play the Gurumon engine plus the AT stuff. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then sure. Then it gets it back. It's just the value that you got from popping scatter mode.
Was unmatched.
Was unmatched. But yeah, I guess if you now it's kind of one of those things where it's like Belphemon never really raised out of the raising area unless it was like a rookie that was going to get popped. They usually just played in the field, set up sleep mode, and said, "Do something to me, or else I'm coming at you full force." But I think it's fine. It's probably just a little bit slower because now you have to find a line. But I would probably still keep it at low.
At level. Yeah.
Sleep mode shuts down a lot too. Like,
well, yeah, the whole ruling with the blue stuff, and I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, let's just keep it going. All right, keep it at low.
Keep it at low.
It'll beat the shit out of Gamma, right?
Why is Beelstar in highly competitive?
Because this is EX5, where they can run the. This is EX5.
This is full power EX5.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Monzemon. I don't know. I don't know why I put that up there. Actually,
but Gallimon couldn't live here.
Yeah, I don't. That's fucking Setcon. All right, what about Setcon?
Setcon is playable.
It's definitely playable.
I don't know. People
Whether
just don't care about Setcon.
Is another question, but probably keep it locals.
I think Setcon is kind of at the end of competitive.
End of competitive.
Setcon could beat the shit out of everything in playable, and it can drag on the game long enough with like Yellow Vaccine and like the Dmvdrakes stuff to keep it a Ketcon, to keep it at bay, But I just think everything else in highly competitive. Like, what is Setcon going to do to Fanglong? Like,
Fanglong I think is immune to Digimon effects.
It's immune to. I'm pretty sure it's immune to all effects, right?
Let's check.
I'm checking it now.
Oh, thanks for checking it. I'm gonna put it at the end of competitive.
Fanglong is immune to Digimon effects.
Digimon.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so you can Wyverns it.
Yeah.
You can Wyverns it. You can Chaos Deck it.
So yeah, I think in competitive, I think it's fine in competitive. I think Davis lose to Setcon.
I mean, you just drop a 7. You just, like I said, you just drop a 5, swing with it, it dies, promote the next one, do the same thing.
Yeah, it's like a conga line of dudes, bro. It's literally.
But like all the memory they have to give up.
So what's Setcon gonna do?
Use it.
Hell Scythe.
Okay, they'll get rid of it. I'll just bring out Fanglomon, put him back in my deck.
That is true.
I forgot Fanglongmon.
Yeah, he can loop it. Huh.
I know Fanglong's matchup into the Viamon is very dependent on getting Fanglong out as fast as possible. I feel like that's going to be a large factor on most of its matchups. Because if you can get a Fanglong out with a blocker and heritable, it kind of shuts down a lot of stuff because it's a 15k body.
And we'll put Setcon down in playable again. Actually,
probably put it at maybe the top and mid playable.
Yeah, it's at the top of playable. It could definitely be Amphi. Well, no, Amphi could fade deletion. I ain't getting into semantics. All right, what about Leviathan?
Competitive. Wait, no. Playable.
Just for Levia, just swap Levia with Lilith.
Okay.
Well, put Lilith in tier 3, and then I'll move Levia up to where Lilith is.
All right, that'll work.
But it's only because if Lilithmon is the face of the deck, then the deck, no deck runs because of Lilithmon. Lilithmon's not the win con. It's not the in-game card you want. It's a facilitator. Leviamon is the win con, is the boss card of the deck. So I would just kind of swap those two. But I would still keep it in playable until he gets the support from the next set. When he gets to his X antibody form.
Nah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, I like All Force. I like me some All Force.
That's an interesting. So I think All
Highly
Force
competitive.
is highly competitive.
You think it's highly competitive or just competitive? Suzuki said it's competitive.
Well, Clay, when you have Garurumon at full power, you don't even need the fucking Vmon stuff. You could just like,
Oh right,
You could just swing.
you don't even need it, dog. He's like, okay.
Oh my god.
He said, oh my god. That's right. It's just like the day I showed Suzuka that you could play Alt Force with no fucking Arrow Vs and Vidramons. And I'm like, yeah, man, you only need really Alt Force to put out the Tamers. And you don't need other shit. And he mollywopped me with that fucking deck, bro, for like 2 hours.
If you had the Arrow Vidramons, what did you put in there?
Where
Garurumon X.
You literally just keep swinging, go into Old Force for a cheap cost. Play Tamer, unsuspend, keep swinging and play Tamers. And you have battle protection until you get to Old Force.
It's really cracked. I'll put it. I don't know if it's beating Fang though. I don't know.
Nah.
It's like at the end of highly competitive, I think.
Yeah.
All right, how we feeling about Royal Knights? I think Royal Knights is playable. I think it's too slow
Yep.
now.
Yeah, playable.
Is Royal
Put
Knight
it
beating Fang?
underneath the Leviathan.
Really?
Leviathan checks it.
I think Amphimon can not beat Royal Knights. I don't see Amphimon beating
Well, I
Royal
feel like
Knights.
Amphimon can probably get through the security before they can get their combo off.
They just have to play Cranium on one turn and block them.
Yeah, but can't the does Jellymon bounce to the bottom of your deck or to your hand?
It doesn't matter. Cranium's unaffected by all that.
Yeah.
Okay, other than that one card though.
Okay. No, basically, do they have like? I guess every check they'll just lose something out. I don't know. It's kind of weird because Royal Knights definitely has the longevity to stay in long enough and stall out Amphimon. And then what does Amphimon do against when they play Omni? It just loses.
That's if you
At
see
that
Omni.
point, yeah. I mean, you probably.
You don't see it as much as you may think. Trust me.
That's no. I did play it at one point. You don't see it that often.
Well, technically, TJ, you have 5 Lord Knights, so
And I still didn't see it that often, bro. I was cheating and I still didn't see it. So I'm putting it at the.
Go ahead, man.
I'm fairly certain Leviathan, the card and the new option, just like.
We need someone. We need someone who's good with Royal Knights to play against these two.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
most people who play this deck don't know how to play it.
That's also true.
That's very fucking true. There's a lot of effects, man. Fenrir.
Especially the Fenrir's
Well,
highly
If
competitive.
I had 3 more Omnis, y'all would have saw me in local for it.
How you feel about Fenrir Spider-Man?
Highly competitive.
Yep.
Is it beating Fang?
Yes, it can.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
it's probably what the best OTK deck, right? No, well, not in the EX5. Like BT14 is the best OTK deck on the format. Easy. Like
Yeah.
It's the most consistent OPK deck.
Yeah.
Since it's multi-purpose.
As long as you get your setup and see your line, then you can kind of just win the game.
Trains really help that deck.
Oh yeah, 100%. What's up?
The only issue is that if it goes up against floodgates, it really has a problem getting rid of floodgates.
Definitely. Okay, Shine. Where we at with Shine?
Competitive?
High. Yeah, in front of y'all vaccines.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably top competitive.
Yeah. I would say that or still highly competitive, but yeah, 1.5 is fine.
Yeah, I think it's the best competitive deck. Honestly, I think it's like towards the end of highly competitive. I mean, yeah, they've lost the Geograde that spat out Tamers for free.
Honestly,
but
good.
Yeah,
You can switch Shine and Old Force, and it really wouldn't make a difference.
that's what I'm saying. They're at like the same. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
Shine will still fuck you up. It's just nobody plays it anymore. And when they do
I've only
play
seen
it,
like
they fuck
3
people
good
up.
Shine players. Like majority of people can't play Shine.
Well, it's because it goes back to the Greymon thing, right? You hatch, and then you play an Agumon, and then you proceed to bot deck all your other Agumons, and you're like, oh well, I guess I lose. I was like, yeah, why didn't you Digivolve in the back? But that's a skill issue. I don't want to get into that shit. How do you feel about Mirage, bro?
Mirage is highly competitive.
Highly competitive.
I think it beats All Force, at least.
I think it's above All Force.
100% above All Force.
It can counter everything in the Davis deck but Fenlong.
The thing is Mirage faster than the Davis deck, though? I think it is.
With the trainings, I feel like it definitely is.
My only thing is...
Especially when the Davis are going to give you like 7 memory.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's my thing. It's basically I feel like it's kind of like All Force and kind of like Lugamon in a way. And not Lugamon in terms of because the deck doesn't build a board save his life, but it's like you have a lot of consistency pieces with it. You know, if your opponent is not being mindful of their hand and kind of keeping it low to a degree, the deck can just sit there and pop off on you. Plus, they still have access to 4 copies of Bukamon, so they have zero fear in poking your security down, and then you having to deal with a card, you know, on their board that may have a Bukamon egg underneath. You know,
when does Buka get limited?
After
like
March 1st. March 1st.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a deck that, you know, if you're drawing too much cards, or if you're not paying attention to your hand size, it's going to just blow you up. And the deck just does really well at every event. I think it plays that. So I would keep it highly competitive for sure.
I need to run the Fang and Mirage matchup a little bit more. But Mirage is just really fast. It's just super fucking fast. It's stupid fast. So yeah, I'll put it above Fang actually. Like, how are we feeling about blue Switch Strip? I mean blue hybrid. My bad.
Blue hybrid.
Keep it at locals.
Oh no, the Pokemon hits.
Keep it at locals. Yeah.
Keep it at locals.
Blue hybrid is strong. It's just slow because you have to
really
set your
slow.
timer.
Yeah.
It's slow. It is god awfully slow.
Yeah, it beats Gamma though. One time he fucks Gamma, so I'll put it right.
That's because Tommy fucks a lot of things.
He fucks up a lot.
Tommy can't carry an entire deck.
He really can. I've been seeing some like blue hybrid list top too, so it's like
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
It's a good
I'm
deck.
just not consistently seeing like blue hybrid top regionals or stuff like that in the top 16. But it is a strong deck that can do a lot because hybrids by himself, it's a strong mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that blue hybrids all forces like worth?
Yeah, it's worth. You know, because you're not getting any value. You're playing an inconsistent number and an inconsistent quality of tamers that you need to execute what you want to do with your top end for all force. Blue hybrid has always been more or less a low to the ground kind of control style deck, whereas Old Force kind of just does his own thing and kind of tries to blitz down your security. So you're trying to combine two different ideologies that don't really mesh well together.
Yeah. How do we feel about and I think we bring this up all the time, like Black War Gray.
Black War Gray will always.
It'll always be competitive to me. It may not be the best, but
you just can't play it right.
I don't even think it's that.
I think
it's just too
literally
fucking...
just.
Go ahead, Spider-Man. You might say the same thing.
It's too slow. The trainings help a lot, but it's like you still like. I think I lost one of my games at local playing Black War Gray only because it was a Greymon deck. I just bricked and I had to slam down War Greymon because
I had
to slam down War Greymon because there just wasn't a better option.
I understood Greymon for the first time when we were at Joe's house one night, just play testing like BT5, and then I had a hand of like War Gray, Metal Greymon. Metal Greymon was a Sagittarius mode and a red memory boost. Then I used red memory boost to look for Agumon. And then I hit tie, red memory boost, War Greymon. And I physically got a headache. And I was like, I get it now. I understand. The deck is just...
It's good if you see your line.
If you see your line, it's probably so solid, dude.
You remember when we was playing on 7 and I was playing the deck and I literally went into War Greymon and you was like, I don't even have anything on board. I know. And you proceeded to almost reverse clap me, but I was just a couple DP up. So
I remember that. Yeah.
And you was like, wait, let it go through.
I would put it in
I probably put it behind Dmvdrakes.
Yeah, behind Dmvdrakes definitely. It could definitely clap anything in playable though, like 100%. Like fuck. Cause you still got like other things like you still got like Crimson Blazes and stuff you can play. Like it has got some tools, man. I think everybody's just making it like toolboxy now. Right now, so yeah. Brick Greymon. Alright, how we feeling about Imperial with all the new stuff? Keep it at locals, right?
Keep it at locals.
Yeah.
The only new thing it's gotten
is an ace card.
Yeah.
Ace card is good, but not enough to take it out of locals.
I'm putting it behind Gamma. This is regular War Gray right here.
That's competitive, I think.
I think these are like interchangeable.
Yeah.
Alright, how we feel about 4 Gray Dragons?
Keep it
Tier 3.
Tier 3.
Not even tiered.
Alright, here's the big boy himself, man. Melga.
highly
Highly
competitive.
competitive.
Put him between Beelstar and Fenrir.
Nah, fuck that. I'm putting him right behind Nubis, bro. What do you mean?
Trust me, that's literally going to be nuts. These 4, my bad.
This is all you're going to see. Like, if we want to,
And they're all purple decks.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to see this shit. This is all you're going to see. You might see
They
Shine
need to
in
take
there.
out purple again.
No, this is the reason why they took out purple. If you literally go to the Japanese tournament results, it literally just looks like this.
Yeah,
Just all purple decks.
Yeah.
It's all purple.
Grace Nova. I'm going to let you take it away, Dorian.
Alright, so this deck has a lot of problems. One, consistency, because in EX5 it's only got 32 Digimon cards top. The rest has the options or a bunch of tech cards. Personally, I think it's somewhere between playable and keep it at locals. It's definitely a fun deck to play, but it's not going to get you far. Unless you like just start committing to Grace Nova every time.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, a Zudalon Ace here, or, Raid, because, the Grace Nova as a 7 is super disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that, but
It gives a
I'm
blocker
bit
set
biased.
+1.
I think it's highly competitive because I'm a little bit biased.
Man.
Every time somebody plays me with this fucking deck, I get high rolls, bro. I don't know what it is.
Do you need me to show you how to play against this deck?
I don't even think I'm losing to the deck. I think I'm losing to circumstances because every time I play it, it's like turn 2, they just go on a fucking Grace Nova, and I'm like, I'm not ready yet.
That's fair. This deck has a lot of search and draw power, and it can just get a Grace Nova.
It can high
quickly.
roll you.
Yeah.
It's just a problem with Grace Nova is it's a set check +1 blocker that can't withstand himself.
They couldn't have given Grace Nova something else. Like, I was looking at
It just needed
cards.
reboots. It literally
Reboot
just
would have been
needed.
great.
Only reboot is in black, right? You only can get reboot in black.
Man, fuck that. They can do whatever they want.
Honestly, yeah.
Alright, so we putting it at it could beat Imperial, alright?
Yeah,
Alright, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, it could beat the shit out of Imperial.
It can be Gamma too.
it can be.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it gets stopped by Tommy,
Alright, okay, fair enough. We'll put
the
one
great
right
equalizer.
there.
Tommy, I'll strip the bottom 3. It's okay. I got 9 more.
Black
Also,
Plugger.
actually, you strip the bottom. Also, its whole protections to stay on the board. It has to
It's-
remove 2 of the same level.
So
Yeah.
So if you
Not
strip
2
the bottom
sources.
3, that's like
That's it.
Dianamon.
Just play Victory Sword? What the fuck is that? Alright, so a Metal Gray. Metal Gray.
Blue Flare.
highly.
Not highly competitive. Not highly.
I would say-
I will say.
I was
Okay.
thinking,
Yeah. I'll back that up.
until BT 15 comes out.
Victory Sword is a 3-cost unsuspension card.
Blue
That is
Flare,
not going in that
Blue
deck.
Flare always finds a way to do very well at tournaments. Somehow, some way, it finds a way to do well.
It's because
Suzuki, I think I sent you my list.
I think the reason Blue Flare does so well is because of like two factors.
That's a good template.
It's a great template, and then even if you do the cookie cutter list, it can OTK the shit out of you. Like
jamming Milberg with a sec +1 Greymon.
yeah,
in there.
swing onto spin,
4
swing,
checks.
Zieg, swing again. All right, and I'm gonna just blitz for game.
No.
Yeah.
You don't understand. You just swing Gaussmon, play this. That's 1 check. Do Milgray, jamming, success with 1 Milgray X, swing 3 checks. Boom.
Oh, well,
You
you're
already
doing
done
the
next
extra
pick.
shit. You're trying to get fancy with it, man. I'm taking motherfuckers a Red Lobster. You said I want to go to Maggiano's, dog. Like
You need 4 cards.
Yeah, it got that much consistency.
You just need 4 cards. You can fuck people up.
You got that because you could Blazing? Blazing's like the best fucking delay card in the whole game.
Doesn't
honestly.
Blazing play Kiria?
It does, yeah.
Okay,
Unless-
I've never actually
unless-
read that card.
Unless he is one of the 2 cards that you reveal with Blue Flare in their trades, then you have to pick him up.
Did you
But
forget?
other than that,
Hold on, my bad. I'm sorry to cut you off, Spider-Man.
No,
What
you're
you
good.
about to say?
I've never,
no. This is
Okay.
literally.
Shadow
I've never actually
Fan.
read the card.
Shadow Fan. The thing is, you kind of answered it yourself. That it's possible to get a sec check plus for Apollo to Jogress in the Grace Nova. Yeah, it's possible to do that, but how often are you doing that? You're saying you can go to Nats right now, do that consistently against Anubis, Bill Star, Werguru, Fin Wong, Fin Rear. You know what I you know what I mean? Yeah.
To be fair for Shadow, it is fairly easy to get 3 checks with Apollo Mod.
Yeah, it
But
is.
that's gonna be it.
But like the problem is, can you close out the game? It's
well,
always
you
easy
only-
to get those 3 checks. It's the last 2 is when your opponent claps you back.
And that's why
Yeah,
I
you
have
have
the problem
to-
with fucking Grandis, because it can't close the goddamn game out. But you know what? I'm gonna keep.
And you'd
okay.
have to like protect yourself with the Grace Nova and hope that they can't remove that fucker.
I would put Blue Flare in front of Digipolice.
Really?
It literally counters Digipolice.
Well, no, I thought you were gonna put it higher in competitive.
I mean, Sean can just do better than Sean has done consistently better than Blue Flare, and Yellow Vaccine will just nag you as you're literally attacking and then just recover past all your bullshit. And then
especially if
even if you put like Decker on top,
Mhm.
they'll just DP minus you through the stock and just kill your whole thing anyway. So I can see answers on both sides, but I just think that's a little niche because now I see it beating all the decks below it, but I don't really see it beating consistently the decks above it.
I can see it beating maybe Bill Star
Yeah.
and
beating Bill Star?
Finlong. Yeah, because
Bill Star?
you want bodies out, and Bill Star puts bodies out.
Yeah, no, but Veil starts running the blue package, so instead of deleting your shit, it's starting to bounce your shit now.
Yeah.
That shit's annoying.
It's tied with Shine right now. I'm taking Zaki's fucking advice. So if he says that shit is tied with Shine, I believe him, bro.
Yeah.
Exa, because he got the new Draco Mon. That's why I put that up there.
Playable. Actually,
Keep it at locals.
Give that local still.
it's like the bottom of playable or top of keep it at locals.
Not even that. Just drop it right there behind Beelzemon. The problem with the shit. Sorry, Imperial. Oh, so we didn't put Beelzemon up there.
No,
either.
Beelzemon is up there. It's we're getting the Beelzemon.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there.
The new Dracomon promo is kind of awkward. How should I put this?
Doesn't it work?
Yeah, but you can only warp into one thing, and you have to play the other thing.
Wait,
You can only warp into Wingdramon if you play
that's so
Groundramon.
stupid.
Damn, they got
Yeah.
commercials, bro.
And keep in mind, you had to pay 3 memory to warp into Wingdramon from the rookie. If you at the level 4, the Inherit does it for free. So you still have to play 7 to drop something to go into your level 7. which makes sense on paper, but I'm not trying to give him that much memory when my deck doesn't have that good of protection, because evade isn't necessarily what it was before.
I misread this card. I thought it could do both.
Yeah, me too.
Nah,
I misread
nah.
it too.
Nah, it's literally just Wing Dramon to Digivolve and Warp if you play Ground Dramon.
Oh, this
And
thing is ass.
and most of the time, you kind of want to sit with Ground Dramon in Raising, because that's usually your green source for when you have Davis out, so you can start like mega daffing people. So I don't know. It's just kind of like I never really want to slam Ground Dramon. It's usually Wing Dramon I'm having trouble with, but hey, the deck just needs better inherits that aren't the same for redundancy. Because why do I have level 7, level 5s, and level 4s with the same inherents when I'm probably making 2 stacks? So
I understand. How about
Alphamon?
Alpha, yeah. Alpha's interesting. I say it's behind Metal Greymon. I mean, Metal Greymon. Behind Blue Flare.
You think it's that good right now?
Alpha is not a bad deck.
that deck.
It's really
It's not. It's literally, if anything, it's just got more consistent with the trainings.
yeah.
Because TJ would tell you, if he wasn't misplaying, he could literally just win most of his games. I just need more time.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. Me when I was testing it, it was actually a lot of fun. And two, I realized something about Alpha. It's not a bad deck. It's just the one Doru Gray hit really hurt it a lot for the OTK potential, because Oryukin will fuck you up. Like, Alpha's top end is really solid. Getting the Alpha's top end gains you memory. It gives you retail blocker. You know what I mean?
Right.
I do have a question for you.
What's up?
Which level 6 do you run? Because I see the usefulness of the BT13 Alphamon, but I
You
also
run,
like the
like,
BT9 Alphamon because of the
3 BT9, 3 BT13s, 1 BT9. I run 2 BT13, 1 BT9, and 1 BT6. The only reason why I run the BT6 is because I don't have another alter of the BT13 one. The BT13 is just great. It just shuts down like so many plays. It literally will stop your opponent from swinging with the top of the thing. It'll stop Mirage.
Stopping
It has
Anubis.
protection. It'll stop Anubis too, so they'll have to figure out their load fit. Even then, Oryukin will pop stuff, give you memory, and you can set another stack. And now that you have defensive training, you can find Stunner Reasonmon now more easily to search and set your OTK more reliably. I got to the point where I was playing against one of Heat, right? And he was playing D-Brigade. And I got him down to 0 security, but I couldn't finish the game, so he ultimate flared me. And basically for like 3 turns, I stalled him out from swinging from game on me because I looped my deck to the point where I had 3 cards left. I played Black Memory Boost, and I stacked my deck to go into my next Oryukin. So you bought deck more cards. Like, you can literally hang on with this deck. It's just, you won't always see things at the right time, and that might force you to promote early.
Yeah.
And that can fuck you up most. Timing with this deck is very crucial. So, knowing when to search at the right time and with what card is the biggest skill issue of the deck.
I definitely agree with that.
So I'll put, I don't know, probably the top of playable or like the bottom of tier 1 competitive, really.
I think
it's
it'll
really
beat Greymon though. I think it's faster than Greymon.
Oh no, it's definitely faster than Greymon.
Put it like
It's just
there.
when they just Hades Force all your cool boys, you like
They don't bot deck it off Aku Search.
Yeah, I mean they can just run training. They can just run defensive or offensive training and pick it up.
That's true. That's true. I don't ever see them pick that up though. I always see them pick up a fucking Aku. But yeah,
don't let us putting stuff in front of Greymon mean anything. Greymon has the potential to win that.
It really does. It's not a bad deck. It just loses to itself, bro. Like that's all it loses to is itself.
Those 2 decks right there can easily dismantle the others up top.
That's what I'm saying.
It just needs like more breathing rooms to set up.
That's why I was even like, man, you can. I know it's not a good idea, but that's why I was like, man, let fucking like Greymon X come back, bro. Just so Greymon can have his chance. Yeah. He only had a chance in a BT11, but we got armor control right here. I have
no, rush for control.
Armor control, not rush. I say it beats armor rush.
See, that's the thing. I wasn't here for armor rush, but I think armor rush. Does armor rush really beat Beltline?
Armor Rush is fairly fast.
Armor Rush is like...
But I haven't seen any good Armor Rush players. Most of the players I've been seeing are Armor Control players.
If I didn't give my all my Davises to the lovely Armorillium, I'll be playing a lot more Armor Rush, bro.
I agree. Like, with the Uko and the Louis actually make the deck goes hard. It's just, which version of the deck is better?
I think Armor Control beats Armor Rush. Just because
Armor is definitely good.
Yeah, because you could just eat everything with a Magna, so... I don't think it's beating Leomon, though, but we'll see.
Leomon has some pretty good stuff going for it.
Like, you just, like I'm saying, if they kill Leomon, you just de-digivolve the staff and then DP minus it.
It's up to you, Steve, man. I'm not sweating you for the Davises, bro. It's okay. I'll be okay. How about Hunters?
Who Teehee in the chat? I will ban you.
That's my boy. Leave him alone, bro.
Hunters are playable.
It is.
I don't know. Hunters is fucking weird.
Well, they get a new card, Prism Garnet.
That shit doesn't matter. All right, nobody's playing. Nobody's playing that, bro. Oh man, Hunters is so weird. I think it's honestly at the end of highly competitive because the deck isn't even bad. It's just boring as hell. That's the only problem with it.
Well, I mean, their card pool does not change at all. You never need to edit your Hunter's deck at all. Like, there's no need to really ever edit it. It just stays the same. It's a consistent game plan. It's good. That's why I said it's playable. I mean, I wouldn't put it in highly competitive, just because I think that the game has kind of progressed in terms of like speed and quality wise from when Hunters was at its peak. But I think that it's definitely a deck where when all else fails,
you can rely on it.
When all else fails.
I'm telling you, man, Hunters didn't change that much, but their ratios has changed. I've seen motherfuckers play like 1 to no corpses and just do all, just fucking
What do you think the new option changes for them?
Nothing. It does nothing. It's like, it's like fucking Wawa Pizza, you know. It's just fucking like, yeah, you have the option to eat Wawa Pizza, but why would you do that when there's better options?
Look, new leak. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Let's get through the tier list first, and we'll talk about the new leak and we'll talk about the new. All right. Can Hunters loses their shine, and yeah, Hunters loses their shine.
Shine's kind of like the great equalizer at this point.
Yeah, because once they ruin Moju, man, all them weenies just die immediately. Or builds them on X, bro.
Well,
what's up?
No, I'm just re-looking at everything. I can see Hunters being Blue Flare, Yellow Vaccine. Definitely Digipolice, because you literally just tuck Brigadier underneath something without blocker. And then that'll just take care of that. Yeah, this makes sense.
Like,
I can see
to get into highly competitive, you gotta consistently beat Shine. That's how I'm looking at it. If you can get over Shine some way, then you're.
I don't know how the fuck Hunters got plus Black or Gray, but we're gonna leave that for another day.
It's one of those things where like
you can see your point.
You know what? You have a good point. I'm gonna move up. Yeah, that looks right. And we're going to put that there.
Yeah, Black or Gray does have protection against DP minus.
Yeah.
I can see that. So does Alpha.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do like that. Yeah, that looks fine. All right, Billsmon X.
Playable.
Yeah.
Who did we just put in here?
Billsmon X.
I don't even know where he goes.
He beats
It-
Setcon.
Digimon X is I mean, you can play it competitively, you can, but it's like if you just filled up your gas tank, but your gas tank has a hole in it, and you need to get somewhere really fast. Alright.
The worst.
Like somebody shot your gas tank. I guess you better get a move on them, bro.
It's like, damn, I gotta be up 495 in 20 minutes, and my gas is leaking.
Right.
Jesus.
It's like the hit.
Number-
Like I don't know. It's still a good deck. It's still good.
Yes. The only problem I see against it versus Satcon is, what if I just Magnet Ace you and then Venus you, and then Venus you? What do you do to me?
I mean, the best. I don't know. I mean, the way that I know that, the best strategy for Billsmon versus Setcon is, poke them where you can, but you just set up, just do what you can to get them within a certain damage range, and
then
set up
in the back.
and set up a massive burn with Billsmon X. Yeah.
So it's at the top.
But I
of
mean,
playable.
Yeah, I mean, I put it at the top of playable because I tested the matchup into like Lugamon, and like against Lugamon. I don't know about Anubis and all that, and like at least against Lugamon as a measuring stick, so to speak, it can work. You can get some pretty nice pop-off turns, especially with the training boost. You can definitely get some nice pop-off stuff going. But I do think that the deck still feels the impact of the Impmon getting hit to one, and where the game has kind of progressed, so to speak. Every other deck's power plays come out faster and do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Lugamon gets set up, they win. If unless you get a lucky security hit, nah.
All right, we got a red hybrid. I want
How they
Play
compare?
Jesus. I'll keep it in I say it's competitive.
I don't know, Clay. If you were to check out our video on the Dmvdrakes YouTube channel that almost has 1,000 views of red hybrid versus fucking yellow vaccine.
Oh, you mean my versus Joe?
and then Spider-Man proceeded to just rub his nuts all over fucking yellow vaccine, bro. I don't know, yeah. I would be where you're at now, where you think it's just playable, but when they raised the Flamemon and then Atomic Inferno twice and then swing like fucking a million K with 18 checks,
Because yellow vaccine is free. It's so free.
Like it's like
beginning
beginning of the game, everything is fucking free, bro. Like I don't know, and I'm a little bit biased too about this because during like BT 12 and 13 and even in the beginning of 14, red hybrid was taking away fucking Bancho beatdowns like on a consistent basis, bro.
No, I mean, red hybrids is top regionals too. I mean, to me, it's a deck where we know it's not a good deck, but it's a deck that can beat anybody in the game, but it will also lose to everybody in the game.
It's the thing that either I win or you do.
Exactly, and I don't know, cause like that one regionals, the regionals I remember like the one regionals I played in last year, it was just like, well, no one expected red hybrid to go and win the freaking regionals. It was like the deck was like nobody had the deck as it was good, and it's just like, well, I'm high rolling, my Flamemons, I'm getting my Tamers out of security. I can go right up into the Blitz Emperor. But then there's sometimes where it's just like, well, you burned my security, and I guess I'm not getting the tamers.
That's true too.
I guess you win, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's really
It's a glass cannon.
it's an aggro deck. It's an aggro deck. It is a deck that you hand somebody where it's like, here, you're either going to win in 10 or lose in 15.
You're not fucking wrong, man. I personally think it's the best aggro deck in the game, and I want to put it like behind.
Yes.
What, Shine? It can't. I don't know if it can box with Shine. Can it?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it can box with anybody.
That is true. It can box with anybody.
It can win against any deck.
And
it's just
like
that. It's just.
I don't know, man. It's weird, man. Red Hybrid's fucking ability to just beat the shit out of you with 5 minutes is unparalleled, but at the same time, it's a fucking weird deck.
It's really funny to see people who don't know how to play that deck, though.
It's just really consistent at beating your face in. It's just the security checks it does fucks them over. I remember someone took up my deck while we was playtesting, and then I checked Atomic Inferno and Takuya. I'm like, I'll lose, and I don't know how I lost, but I lost. It was a mirror match. It was literally just sometimes you just check the wrong shit. You hit a tamer, you lose. You hit Atomic Inferno, you lose. You hit Crimson Blaze, you lose.
Red Hybrid is so fucking weird, bro. But then you can say that, and you're like, damn. But really, if shit like that doesn't happen, and you just have a hand of all tamers or no tamers at all,
Oops, all tamers.
It's all tamers. It just doesn't do anything. I'll put it at the. It's competitive. It's competitive.
That's fine. That's fine right there. It loses to Old Force because Old Force can just bounce it, deny you all your own deletions.
Fair enough. True. Yeah.
All right, you know where to put that one, TJ. Just go ahead and put it right on up there.
I don't know. Bloom is weird right now.
It's kind of weird. It's like it's good, undeniably good, but
like as far as speed goes, it's still really fast. But the thing with Bloom,
I think it's highly competitive. Maybe not as competitive as like the. It's definitely nowhere near Anubis and
Melga.
Anubis and Melga type.
Beelstar claps it.
Beelstar can clap it. Lugamon has issues. Lugamon definitely has issues again.
I think, and it pains me to say this, but I think it goes like up to Fenrir, and then that's it. Because even the Mirage matchup is kind of tough sometimes because Mirage could just bounce quartz and not care.
And every time you draw, you lose memory.
The thing with Bloom is the way it wins is by running things over. But now there's a card that says you can't run me over. So what am I supposed to do? Go around you and then hit a fucking... You know what I mean?
I would probably swap Mirage and Luga and then put Bloom behind Luga. Bloom right behind Luga.
I feel that. Yeah, BT15, I feel like Lugamon really just can take off, but I see it.
Now, Bloom is still solid. You can still get fucked up by Bloom. No, 100%.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but it's just like if those other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 those other 5 decks get established before you just lose. That's like there's nowhere you could go. But if you get like 2, I can't even say if you get 2 Hydras out, you're fine because then the new fucking Garurumon stuff can just pop it, and Anubis has retail, so I could just run it over. You know what I mean? It's got too much.
Retail? You can give it retail.
You can give.
I need to read that card.
Read it, and come back to this fucking podcast, bro.
Read that.
Read. Get Black Pill. That's fucking Anubis is like Black Pill, bro. If you don't know what it does. So I want to throw Ukamon up there because
what the fuck is this? Uko Rush?
Uko Rush.
Yeah.
What color?
I want to.
All right. Rush is a thing.
I want to just throw Uko Rush up there because I think this is also like it's like the encapsulation of Ukomon stuff, right? Like whatever. Uko Rush is a pretty solid deck in my opinion. I want to put it like behind Red
You
Hybrid.
can keep it at locals. You can keep it at locals.
Got him.
All right, we'll put it.
Isn't it just Rookie Rush?
It's
It
Rookie
really
Rush.
is. It's just Rookie Rush.
And this is
With floodgates.
this is just EX5. It doesn't even have the BT16 stuff. That makes it like really scary.
I'll put
Yeah,
up.
this would be-
I'll put up a Gallant Mon really quick and Cross Heart.
Oh man,
I know people were
Once I saw
upset.
once I saw 4 great dragons, I knew there was some racism involved.
I'll put
yeah, we're
up.
like,
I'll put it up. I'll put it up for y'all. Then we'll call it a day.
give me my boy.
All right.
Yeah, give us our votes.
All right.
Yeah.
They won locals the last 2 weeks.
Okay,
So
they
we
won a
are
locals.
No.
Yeah,
I put. Oh yeah, no, both of them. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised Gallant won the week.
All right, there you go.
It took a lot of times, but it got there.
All right, so what do y'all say about this then? Go ahead, I'll let y'all
Alright,
talk.
you go first.
No, Don, you go first.
I'm going above you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Your secret not better than mine.
I don't know. My secret is easier to get out though.
Not really. Mine's can work.
I can play mine for like.
Yeah, you
Very
can,
easily.
but will you?
I can play mine
Yes,
for
I
like
will.
very
The
easily.
fuck?
I could play mine
I
for
will
like
play it. Give you not a shit ton, but some memory. And
Right.
make you start over.
I will wipe your board game memory than OTK you.
All right.
You can't even do that because they save and don't you miss time?
Let-
Oh, no. They still being deleted. I still gain the
Hold
memory.
on. Hold on.
That's true, they are.
Well, before you and I go back and forth about this, and we will go back and forth about this week if they
Well, I'm
let
just
us,
saying.
we
Well,
gotta
I'm
think
just
about the average player and how bad they are.
Hold on, I don't
They
know.
gotta think about the average player.
Dorian's
Yeah.
think about the others.
Spider-Man said, "Fuck that! I'm smarter than the average bear dog." Swear to God.
Yeah,
Listen, like Zaki said, you know, I've done cross 7 3 times in the game because I had to. The
Why
average
didn't
player-
you win off the first one?
I was playing your brother using Black War Ram, and listen, I had to pull the stuff out. I got it though, but that was a struggle.
You should have won on the first
You
one.
may be the best cross player in the DMV, but I don't mean shit to
Debatably the
me.
fucking Earth, bro.
Listen. The average player will have an easier time playing Gallant Mom over Cross 7. Let's make that clear.
Well, yeah, it's a level 6.
I'm
You
sorry,
can't even.
I meant Gallant Mom versus Crossheart the decks, not that card. The average player can't read. Let's make sure we get that straight.
Dorian, your deck is literally just swinging at security with rookies in level 4 and then saying gang.
As I was saying about the average player.
Yeah, the
You
average
and I
player's
both
like,
know that's how that goes. The average player isn't gonna know what they're doing.
they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm a Digivolve. I'm a Digivolve up. I don't feel comfortable." If we hit like a
Exactly, they're gonna digivolve over these crossheart cards. Now, if we're ignoring the average player because they are probably stupid,
I didn't say all that.
I will.
Oh.
Ooh.
Breaks after hours.
Listen.
Yeah, you're getting passionate. Go ahead, let it out.
Let it out. Let's hear it, Dorian.
I would
That
both of the. Okay, I know Cross 7 is probably like the low end of playable. Put like Gallimon like right underneath of it. Gallimon does have the deletion effect, but like you guys have been saying, you delete my shit, I am literally
Nah,
just
hang
going to
on,
come
man.
back with it.
I think Crossheart could beat fucking Royal Knights. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, I a good Royal Knights player. You know, you're right. The average Royal Knights player sucks ass. Put it above Royal Knights.
I would just put. I'll put it right below probably. I don't know. Process kind of weird. It kind of just does. It literally just loses because it just doesn't see its pieces.
Yeah, if I don't see it, I went into a game playing against like a security control S deck. I didn't see a single Taiki or a single Taiki Kirinene. I had like 3 Zenjiros and all of my cards out. Somehow I still won, but that
those are like
It's
the
terrible.
most important fucking tamers in the whole deck right there.
exactly.
Yeah, that's tough.
But like that's just an example. Crossheart can do a lot with nothing,
Wait, Judy,
but it's it's not gonna really work well.
You never put Machine Digimon on this list.
Oh,
no, that's BT 15 waiting room, man.
I thought you took out the wave room.
That's exactly. It's not ready. It's not. It can't. It's not. No. I don't see Machine Digimon right now boxing with anything on this list as it is. I'm just gonna be real. Like, it's too. It could box with Greymon, but literally everything on this list, it just outspeeds it right now. It kind of needs the new support, and even the new support is iffy. It's good, but it's like I'm still figuring it out. I've tried the stack build with the Marvin, and that's been
Marvin. Oh,
yeah, the new guy, and that's been like okay.
Yeah.
I tried their like the Supreme Connection. Supreme Connection is fine. I really wish Supreme Connection moved it to the bottom. The fact that Supreme Connection kind of puts it to the top, I don't really get the cycle as efficiently as I would like. So it's. But for EX5, Machine Digimon isn't really playable, honestly, in my opinion. It's fun. You can get some lucky wins, but I'm probably going to eat my words come Nats because it'll probably fucking win or something, but I don't see it in the state it's in right now. I don't see it doing anything. It just loses the Source Strip, it loses the fucking... It can, like, you only can put out so many analog mans before you just die. You know what I mean? It's a lot, man.
Yeah, just put Gallon in front of Leviathan.
Can I even find it? Yeah, it's like, yeah, my bad.
I mean, Monzamon still belongs in Untier. That deck.
Oh yeah, of
ass
course.
Right now,
Of course.
I took it to a castle, and that was terrible.
I want to put Adamon, like, I don't know if it beats Hunters. I'll put it behind Hunters. It's weird. It can manipulate its security in really weird ways. And then the new Adamon is actually really solid. Indeed.
That's what I think.
Is that on stream like that?
We're professional here, man. It's professional Burt. What
That's
else? What else are we missing? I think that's it. Tyrannomon, keep that shit at locals, bro.
Let me do a quick run through.
No, Dorian, that's it.
I think that's it. It could turn anything into a Kingsuka. I don't know. They somehow managed to end the tournament in 2 rounds despite having more than enough players. That was a really weird fucking tournament, man. Everybody tied the first round. That was really fucking weird.
Apparently everybody ties every round.
I don't know how. I really don't know how.
It was a strange encounter.
I'm sitting here like, yeah, Spider-Man, y'all got like what, 4
Did you ever put
rounds?
Magnamon
Y'all
up there?
playing
Yeah, I
out?
see that.
Like, oh, it's over.
Look,
And Goromon is untiered.
Oh, Diarbitmon.
It's,
Look, you
it's
didn't hear
not as
from
good
me.
as everything else.
I just felt like we didn't have enough time in the round. I felt like I got done with game 2, game 3 started, and it was like, that's time in the round.
What the fuck you mean, bro? Like, you got 40 minutes, bro.
I don't know if they got 40 minutes.
Oh, I did forget Leopardmon.
Oh yeah, bring him in.
Yeah, I forgot Leopardmon.
That deck is strong.
That's also highly competitive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially that list Zika sent me. That shit is dangerous.
Leopardmon is really fucking good. There you go. Oh shit, that motherfucker. Is he better than Bloom? I don't know if he's better than Bloom though.
No, not better than Bloom. Probably better than Davis though.
I mean, the Davis and the Leopardmon is kind of interchangeable because I use Leopardmon in my Deva deck, so
That's my Leopardmon deck has the Devas. It has Imperial Dramon Ace in it because you can just play that bitch for free.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
it.
actually really solid.
That Leopardmon X is what the archetype needed.
And you
Alright, I
got
think that's
HPD in there, like
Yeah, exactly.
HPD into blue and call it a fucking day.
We call it a day.